And tonight, this gentleman will be making his network television debut. This is his most recent album right here. It's called Spirit of Love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
Arise from your sleep, Africa. Rise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. There's work to be done, America. But if we unite, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down for so long. We've been fooling around for too long. We've been sitting down for so long. I and I've been fooling around for too long. So long, so long, too long, so long, for too long. Hey. Remember, long time ago, when we used to live like prince and princess. Remember, the pyramid of Egypt, when we used to live like prince and princess. Remember, Marcus Garvey, who are the dream for New America. Oh, remember, Martin Luther King, the dream for New America. They say you are black, they say you are brown, they say you are black, they say you are brown. Only the angels of Jah is white now. Only the angels of God is white. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down so long. We've been a fool around for too long. Arise from your sleep, Africa. Arise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. So much work to be done, America. But if we unite, hey, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. Been sitting down for so long.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. Thanks for joining me in this brief broadcast that I will be having. I'll be back again in the evening to talk about this where possible. This broadcast or this short message came about following backstage meeting we had yesterday with the panelists. First of all, I would like to thank all the panelists that stayed behind on request. It's highly appreciated, and it means a lot to me and to this platform. In the hope that uh, to help the image of this platform. So once again, I thank every one of you that were in backstage, regardless of how it is. Also, I am privileged. Also, uh, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, guys. Be nice today. Okay. I am privileged to. Thanks, Dr. I'm privileged to know Rudolph's vision, which is shared with me in respect to this platform. And that is another reason why I came on board to talk about certain issues going forward on this platform. And if that vision is not protected while we are still here, that means from experience it will go down the drain, and that will be sad. That's a man's a lifetime dream and goal, and I hope that will not be the case. If you see the thumbnail, which says about the former president that I'm too old to keep quiet, but when he was young, he kept quiet, and things have gone bad right now in the country. He has no say again. He can do nothing. And may that not be our portion that we kept quiet, because we are going to be responsible. Excuse me. We are going to be held responsible for our actions and what? And inactions, whether we like it or not. We will be held responsible. I'm going to play a very short video, I think about 30 seconds, and I am going to also weigh in on it. It's a very funny video, but it carries a message as well too.
Aujourd'hui, on fait un autre jour.
Now I have to pause it. That video is funny. However, it's part of the message I want to talk about this afternoon. Imagine there was nobody there to help that lady up. She will choke to death. Imagine she did this alone at home. She cannot turn herself sideways, either left or right. And people came to what? To her rescue, to lift her up. If not, she would probably choke to death. And so, on this platform right now, following that meeting we had yesterday, I slept over it and I said, we need to put certain things in place. Some of us are not familiar with the rules in respect to what is going on here in terms of banning, putting people on timeout. And I will take my time to explain that. And I will come on in the evening as well too when KJ is broadcasting after he's finished with his with the guest, and I will also highlight the rules. To ban somebody, a moderator needs another moderator to consent to it, and that will be done. Putting somebody on timeout is at the moderator's discretion. It's so bad that it's affecting the image, the behavior, some of our behaviors. It's so bad that it's affecting the image of this platform. It's also affecting views or viewers and equally subscribers. And to protect the image and integrity and the vision of the owner, it is imperative that we have to start to abide or implement these policies going forward. It's so bad again, I repeat, that certain individuals see themselves as enemies for life. That is how sad, how bad it is. And despite every attempt to broker peace between these individuals, name withheld, I had to leave the backstage yesterday after spending hours there trying to. I mean, we made progress. I won't dismiss the progress we made. Some people reconcile back. No personal feelings. No ill feelings. I beg your pardon. So going forward, here is the deal. This platform, henceforth going forward, operate a zero tolerance policy towards verbal abuse and threats. And any instance of verbal abuse or threat will not be tolerated. That is going forward on this platform. And I will work. I will personally make myself available to be in the backstage to monitor these. We'll create an email where if anyone observe any, that these complaints can be made for investigation. It will be thoroughly investigated. Fairness will be applied. Equity and fairness will be what will be applied in respect to keeping these rules. However, there are certain individuals also that are already here marked to be banned permanently. And so it will be up to Rudolph if he wants to unban them. If that is what he wants, he can now unban them with a commitment to abide by the rules. And failure to abide by their rules, then they will be banned again permanently. We cannot afford to destroy another man's work. It's not going to be under my own watch. I'd rather walk away and go find something else to do. He created this for a purpose, not for us to come and destroy it. We do our best. I don't think any moderators enjoy putting people on backstage or banning them. No, we don't. There are other different platforms. Like Rudolph once sent me a message. He said about Elvis Nigeria Watch. If it's one person he has that is broadcasting to, he's happy, will not tolerate nonsense. I've said this before. Because of a language I used, Elvis actually banned me from his platform, and he never removed the ban. And I gave him kudos for that, even though he was at fault. I must say that, but the language still was not tolerated. And it is for us to build a better society. Freedom of speech will be respected. Your freedom of speech will be respected. Your views will be respected. But we cannot do that personal attack again. Not under my watch. It will never, ever happen again. And no matter how we feel about it, or you feel about it, that one is abusing power, if you have evidence of such, then you can raise it up. Like I said, we will deal fairly, in fairness and equity. But going forward, this platform operates a zero tolerance policy towards verbal abuse and threats. Because this verbal abuse and threats have created enemies out of us. And it's not good. We have to do better. We are all tempted to burst and burst. We are all tempted to say things. But we should focus on the argument. We should focus on the topic so that we can have a decent platform. Some people have left as a result of our behaviors, not certain behaviors. I have to generalize it. They said all generalization are bad, but in this context, it's not bad. I have to include myself because of our behaviors, and we have to stop. If we don't like it, this policy, there are other platforms. I hate to say this, but I have to say this at this point. Maigu Corner is there, Omoye Corner is there, One Man Went to Mo Corner is there, OVA platform is there. Maybe they would tolerate verbal abuse and threats, but no longer on this platform, not under my watch, because I don't want to get old. I said, oh, I'm now old. I will not keep quiet. But I kept quiet when I was young. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything to correct the ills. So this is a short broadcast. Like I said, it's going to be here. I'm sure it's going to edit it. And so I have it as a video we can play every time as a reminder. This is already there. Sometimes it's going to come down as scrolling under there. You can see this platform operates a zero tolerance policy towards verbal abuse and threat. Any instance of verbal abuse or threat will not be tolerated at all. No more. Because we're not here to create enemies. We are here what? To make friends, to build family, and project Nigeria to the world that we are not bad. We are human beings. So we'll focus on that there. I know some few people are on the comment section, and I'm going to highlight their comments. Talk again, I would like to can do good morning again. There's some few months here. You see, one Nigeria said, I am the one. What do you mean that I am the one? I don't understand. Well, you are entitled, like I said again, you're entitled to your opinion as long as you refrain from from verbal abuse or making threats to anyone, regardless. Whether you are a super chat donor or you are donatus, makes no difference. You will be put on 15-minute timeout. And should it continue, you will be banned permanently. It's not something that will be lifted. Permanently, you will be banned. It's not a threat. So don't look at it. It's not a threat. Permanently, you will be banned. Then you can take that abusive behavior or bad behavior to other platforms. You will be welcome over there, but not under my watch again. It ain't gonna happen. Following the backstage meeting that we had yesterday with most panelists that were there, it will no longer happen again. It's sad that two people now see themselves as enemies. Not a joke. It wasn't a joking matter. So it will not happen. So if you don't like the way this policy is shaped out or whatever, if you think you cannot abide by it, then please, with due respect for the good of the vision of the owner of this platform and for the integrity of this platform, you go somewhere else. The platform will survive. So if you think your abuse or your threat is what is keeping this platform going, no, rather it's going to run it aground if certain things are not put in place. And that is what we will do. So TIG. So unfortunately, no matter the rule you have, whenever you choose to enforce, there'll be others here asking for you to forgive the individual. It's why we are such a chaotic nation. There's a difference between forgiving and implementing rules. People will confuse it. Yes, I can forgive you, but it doesn't mean that you are not going to pay the penalties. Yes, you'll be forgiven, but the consequences of the action, the person has to pay for it. It's not holding grudge against anybody. So putting somebody on 15-minute timeout, it's relevant. Maybe when you are put on 15-minute timeout 2 or 3 times, then it will help that person. And if the person refuses to change, then the person will be banned. Like I said, it will be based on fairness and equity. However, like I said, there are certain individuals that are already earmarked to be banned. The moment they come in and I'm there, it doesn't mean whether they say good morning or good night or I love you, I don't love you. They will be banned. That is a no-brainer or no deal with anybody. This is getting too much. And I will call those 2 individuals to see if I can see broker peace between them, if possible. Or if it's not possible, there is nothing. Even in the house of God, there is what things has to be done decently and in order. And so if you are here to destroy another man's labor, he that plan evil, evil shall not depart from the person's door. He that sows evil, evil shall not depart from that person's door. So, like I said again, going forward, actually, to the little Glasgow keeps the platform alive, truth be told, but there's toxic and poisonous verbal or written abuse is what should be checked. Listen, we are all adults. We know the difference between Glasgows and any other thing. We know the difference. We're not idiots. We all know the difference between Glasgows. We know. We can tell what it is. And we all laugh about it and joke about it. Just like yesterday when I said, Local P, are you sleeping? And you said Local P is sleeping. And it was taken in a sense of humor. We know the difference. But we can also know the difference. We can also differentiate when people are being abused. So, like I said, we are no longer going to tolerate this platform. Will no longer tolerate verbal abuse, zero tolerance policy towards verbal abuse and threat. Any instance of verbal abuse, even if the person is a panelist, will be put on ban. In fact, you will not be put on ban stage, you'll be taken off the platform for 15 minutes. Then they can rejoin afterwards after 15 minutes. So, who is this? Cat and rat as the enemy before we're born and forever. Of course, cat and rat as the enemy. Thank you, Show, for joining. Thanks for obliging my request. So, you are a moderator as well, too. And unfortunately, you were not a backstage yesterday. It's like I said, some people were able to reconcile their differences backstage. And like what I said, the comment section also will be focused on vigorously. I will keep an eagle eye on that. Okay. And so, sure, I don't know if you have anything to say. I know you've been in the background listening.
Hi, Electricity. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the viewers and the people in the comment section. It's been a minute. Good to be with you all again. I've listened to your broadcast since you started, and I've not watched the last couple of episodes. I've been very busy, so I've missed on all the wahala that's been going on. I know you and I had a chat, and you sort of briefed me what's been going on. I'm just going to buttress what you've said, with at the risk of repeating exactly everything you've said. I can only plead with our people to show a bit more maturity. Like you said, we are not kids, we are adults. We know the people that can take banter. We know the people that cannot take banter. So if you know you're dealing with someone that cannot take your banter, it's part of you being responsible not to banter them. And we're not trying to say massage people's ego or walk on eggshells. That's not what we're asking for, but we're saying respect people. If you know there's someone especially that's very easy to get on their nerves. Talk about, long live Remo Land. Yes, long live Remo Land. That's what I'm campaigning for. I'm going to start my own campaign. Remo Nation or nothing. Anyway, before I lose my train of thought. So all we're asking is, let's show respect to one another. If we're coming here every Saturday, Sunday, every weekend, sometimes midweek, to say we are looking to rescue Nigeria, to help solve Nigeria's problem, and we cannot even agree to respect one another's opinion, then what hope does Nigeria have? You see, if I was in the ruling class and I caught a glimpse of what we do here, I'd probably just laugh and go to bed and know that there's no threat. Our position is secured. If these are the people that we're up against, there's nothing to worry about. We're not saying you should agree with everybody. We're not saying you should agree with everybody's opinion or their stance. But what we're saying is you can disagree without verbal insults. There are people who are notorious for that on this platform. We know them. And I'm with you, Electricity. Some people probably need to be banned for good. I'm not sure what value they bring, because we know that once you come, it's a matter of time before you start attacking people, calling them names. That can no longer be tolerated. We've been, very gentle with this. We've tried to accommodate people, hoping that people will change. Even sometimes I'm like, oh, this person, you know what to expect. But it gets to a point that we can no longer accommodate your whatever, I don't want to be guilty of what, I'm complaining about, but it gets to a point that we just have to be firm. We don't mind Basbos. We like it. I even like a bit of Basbos myself. When it's too calm and it's all too sweet, it gets boring for me. But Basbos is me saying, oh, you dare not talk to me like that. Oh, you cannot talk to me like that. I will not take that from you. Who do you think you are? Do you know who I be? That's Basbos. He's heated up. But calling people SOB, calling people, whatever, all sort of names, unprintable names. That's what we're saying that we would not accept or tolerate going forward. You can argue with people, you can disagree, it can get heated up. There's no issue in that. After all, we're discussing politics. So we know it's going to get heated up, but you cannot be calling people names. There are people in the comment section, the minute they come in here, all they're looking to do is to ruffle feathers, call people names, label people, tag people, all sorts. Some of us can take it more than others. I've seen some comments that people type about me in the comment section. I'm not a Yoruba man. I'm an Igbo boy born in Lagos. Someone said I'm from Benin Republic. Someone said I'm from Togo. I just speak Yoruba. It doesn't bother me. But there are some people that will take it personal. So please, let's learn to respect one another. It doesn't mean you agree with them. There are people on this platform, I disagree with everything they stand for. But I still meet with them on here. We discuss. Sometimes when I see their hair, I don't come. There are guests Rudolph has brought on this show that when I know these are the guests Rudolph is bringing, I stay away. Maybe some people need to learn how to stay away on some weekends. You don't always have to be here. Your opinion is not going to save Nigeria on its own. I keep saying it. Don't think that your opinion that you've repeated, that you've told us every day or every Saturday for the last 1 year, it's not going to save Nigeria on its own in isolation. So if all of us come together and we drop our opinions and all of that, yes, we might be able to salvage Nigeria, but thinking, oh, if I don't get to speak now, Nigeria is in trouble, is a lie. Nigeria would exist tomorrow. So please, let's bear this in mind. This overrated thought that we have of our opinion, we need to slow it down. When somebody thinks my opinion is better than everybody else's, when I go on that, maybe some people go home and say, when I go on that show, I scatter the whole place. No, it's not that deep. As they will say, you are not that guy. You are not that guy. We respect you. We love to have you on here. We want to see you. We look forward to having you, but stop thinking your opinion is what makes the show. It's not. So maybe if we think about it this way, knowing that we are not the superstar, maybe we will treat other people with respect. You can't call people names. You don't know them. I doubt you would call people those names to their faces. I mean, I was here, the last time I was here, two gentlemen were saying, oh, meet me here, meet me there. I'll see you in London or whatever. we cannot drag this show through the mud. And I know some of you, the minute you destroy this show and you chase people away, there are other platforms you will go to. When you destroy this, there are other places you're going to run to and listen, or join and contribute. Don't destroy another man's work, like Electricity have said. Rudolph labored. Open a YouTube channel and set yourself a target. How long would it take you to have 90,000 subscribers, or is it 70 something thousand, whatever numbers Rudolph have? Go and try it and see how long it will take you to get to 90,000 subscribers. It's not easy. So if you think it's easy, or if you think your opinion is that important, or your style of, you have to grow a pair, you have to grow some cojones, I can talk to anybody anyhow. If you think that's the style you want and you think it's popular, put it to test. Open up your YouTube channel. When you open your YouTube channel, see how many people will come and watch you abuse one another. Go and try it. Don't come to another man's platform and do this nonsense. We've had enough of it. So that's all I've come to do, to plead with you and to also tell you, please, your opinion is important, but it's not what is going to save Nigeria on its own. Electricity, I'll let you talk to them, since you watched it, you know what exactly.
Yeah,
what
thank you.
You might be more specific. I'm just being generic now. Some names are coming to my head as I'm talking about this. I know them, you know them, people know them, but I'm pleading with those people, and I hope they know themselves. Please, let's.
Somebody asked a question. Yeah. Electricity, what will be your panelists for shut down people in middle of conversation? And that will be control as well too. You see, this rule is applicable to the panelists as well too. It's not just those in the comments section. In fact, it's more on the. I know Tope said those in the comment section, and I'll be monitoring the comment section. But as a panelist, when you come, there's this expectation from us. Like I said, we're all human beings. We've lost control. We can lose control at one point or the other during conversation, or we get angry. But when it becomes a persistent thing, an everyday thing, then there's something is wrong there. Something is definitely wrong there. So if we don't, the thing is, if we don't control it now, and we think this will grow the channel, it ain't gonna grow the channel. That's just the truth. It will that is the situation Nigeria is today, because things were left undone. Everybody kept quiet. Oh man, I feel like let's leave it. It will sort it. Nothing is. Somebody said so. Somebody said something here again. Where is this comment again? I missed. The 10th commandment was given for a reason. I can't find the comment again.
While you look for that, even there's some simple basic rules that we've talked about many times on this platform that we expect of people. Come appropriately dressed. The minimum requirement is a round neck top or V-neck top, a top. We've said we don't tolerate or want tank tops. People still come wearing tank tops. It's hot where you are. Put on a fan, put on your air conditioning system. We've said that the minimum, we're not asking you to wear suit and tie or come in 3-piece or tuxedo. Just wear a round neck top, minimum, a polo shirt, a shirt. But people will come in tank tops. We've said it many times, but you still flout that rule, and you talk about how bad Nigeria is, how bad our lawmaker is. What are we asking you to do? It doesn't cost you anything. You have a round neck top in your wardrobe. Wear one. You wouldn't wear it. We say do not eat when you're on this show. But people will be sneaking. They will take a scoop of food and come back still chewing. Sorry, I keep saying it. How important is this, your view to us, that you cannot step away from the show for half an hour, eat your meal in peace, properly, and come back? But you think you must be here because we need to hear what you have to say. So you dodge, you take a scoop and come back, and you think we don't know this. We've set the bar so low. Don't eat while you're here. But you wouldn't listen to that. You will still eat. We tell you, we don't want a lot of background noise when we're having important conversation. If you have kids around, your children, they're your children. They're more important to you than what we're discussing here. Look after them if you have to look after them. We know how life is in the Western world. Look after your children until you get help, your wife is back or something, then you can come and join us. But you have children, doing what children do. The children are not wrong. They do children things. But you, the parent, have to be responsible and step away from the show. Join us next week. This matter, I know they finish. But no, if they don't hear what I have to say today, Nigeria will collapse. It's a lie, my brother. You are not that guy. Your opinion today is not going to save Nigeria. So stay away today. If you're hungry, take a break, go and eat. If they're discussing a topic you're not familiar with, stay away. But you stay there just to occupy the space. I don't know what that does to people. Like someone said, it's almost narcissistic. I have to be there. I have to say something. You don't have to be. There are times I don't come on here. I'm free. I'm less busy. I'm doing nothing. I watch you guys. I listen to what you say. I gain knowledge. But I must talk. You don't have to. There are other platforms where people don't even get to speak. People go and listen to someone talk. It's a monologue. But we're saying it's open. But let's not abuse that privilege, quote and unquote. You don't have to speak on every topic. Don't eat. Come appropriately dressed. Don't join the panel when you're driving. You see people driving and you're wondering, how many times have we told you, when you're driving, do not join. I must join this topic. If they don't hear what I have to say, Nigeria is dead. It's a lie. There'll be Nigeria tomorrow. There'll be Nigeria. What can end Nigeria is the way they are borrowing money and doing all this. They're not. But your own opinion is not what it's not. It's not going to save Nigeria. I keep telling people, how important do you think you are? Who you be? Who are you?
Listen, look at this, sure. Just to buttress that your point, no matter how good and perfect a person or his work may be, or we can change that opinion. There's always another who can do better or make some people think.
It's your opinion. It's only you that rate it. The rest of us might not rate it, and heavens won't fall. But it will come. I'm driving. So if you crash, what will be your gain? What will be our gain? Don't join while you're driving. When you get to your destination, speak to us. I like Ovie. Most times Ovie will be in his car, but parked. Ovie will park and talk to us. Park. If it's that important and you think this information, all of us need to hear that information. Park and speak to us. But you're driving, you're talking to us. These are the simplest of rules we've put on here. Nothing strict, nothing draconian, simple requests. You're talking to us with a mouthful. You're talking to us, you're chewing gum. Bad manners. It's not difficult. But you want to criticize Akpabio. Your own, if we don't curb it now, the day you replace Akpabio, you'll be worse.
Not worse, terrible.
Not
worse, terrible.
We say you can drink coffee, you can drink water, you can drink
water, exactly.
Tea. Even so, you see, if you want to be clever about it, be smart. You can even drink some of your harder liquor, but if you mix it with Coke or something, it's a black drink. It's Coke. That's what you're drinking. But you want to let us know you're drinking Hennessy. You're pouring it while with us. You're drinking entry-level Hennessy, VS. That's what you're drinking. But we must say you're drinking Hennessy. So my people they don't cease to amaze me. We've not asked for too much. You abuse each other. You curse each other. If I see you in London, if I meet you in London, come here. Let's meet there. On top of what now? The people destroying Nigeria, they don't fight like you're fighting. They always find a common ground. But us that want to go and save Nigeria, we can't agree on most basic things. We can do better, my people. We can all do better. A lot better. The youngest that join us on a regular basis is over 30. Well over 30. So if you're in your 30s, a lot of people in their 40s, more in their 50s, some people in their 60s, and we come here and exchange abuses and abuse each other and talk to each other like we're nothing. No, we can't keep doing that. And please, it is Rudolph's platform. I'm not even sure he's aware this is going on. But if you destroy his platform, you have somewhere else to go. Where do you want Rudolph to go? If this is, people lose interest, people don't come anymore, is running a broadcast on a Saturday and is getting 150 views, what do you want him to do? He doesn't ask for money. He doesn't solicit for money all the time. He's a man who does this out of love, out of interest. But you want to destroy his work because you have chips on your shoulder. You have one year ego. You come here and be abusing people up and down. Do better, introspect. Don't let your children watch this in years to come. Your grandchildren watch this in years to come and be ashamed of who you are or who you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaw. I don't know if you saw the video I played earlier. Let me play it again.
A prayer for. Neko na ola mo.
Aujourd'hui, c'est un autre jour.
So that was a very funny video that was sent to me this morning. And I said, imagine there is nobody there. Imagine there is nobody there. Teach, you said a zero tolerance policy should be in order. What do you mean by being in order? This is a village meeting.
No,
So
I think so. What Tileg is saying is advocating and supporting your stance. We should put it in place, zero tolerance policy. And I think, as moderators as well, we'll probably have that conversation. I know some people are more tolerant than others. Forefathers is very tolerant, for instance. He feels like, let's not gag people. But there's a thin line between letting people be free and letting people run riot. So as moderators as well, we'll have this conversation backstage to know where we draw the line, to say this is acceptable. Because what would happen is people will say, oh, but on this same show last week, somebody said this, somebody said that, and they were not put on a timeout. And that would be because a moderator is more tolerant. So as moderators, we'll have a conversation outside of this to say, let's all agree where we draw the line. Some things should not be tolerated. It shouldn't. Even attacks on moderators, there's a limit to what we should allow. Yes, some people can take it. Some people can't take it as moderators, but we should be able to draw the line to say, as a group, this is what we would allow, this is what we don't allow. I mean, I'm not sure if you've noticed, the number of female commentators have dropped. And it could be because of this toxic energy. I mean, I can go through names of females who used to come regularly on the platform. But when it's a shouting match, an argument, and a cursing one another, most females probably think, I don't want to be seen here. I mean, the fact that your face is on the panel when you have 10 people and 2 people are cursing each other, it looks like you're part of it. So a lot of females have probably stayed away because of this. I'm not sure that's the reason, but I've noticed over the months, female participation has dropped big time.
Let me buttress that. Yeah, I don't mind mentioning if he has dropped, if he moderates for OVA now, which is, I mean, it's a good thing, it's a progress, but she couldn't stand the unruly behavior. She could not anymore. She just cannot.
I don't blame
she's one of she's one of the regular female panelists here. I was even hoping that she's going to be a moderator or even come in and run a show on a one-to-one, this and that. But unfortunately, she left. Like I said, we can't continue like this again. To be honest, we can't continue like this again. Forefather was in that meeting. Do you know yesterday, even in the backstage, the insults were, though some people actually came into the backstage, insults were still being thrown at each other. I speak the truth, and one other person, and talk, stand, whatever it is, they're all throwing it. Forefather had to kick some few people off for backstage yesterday. Backstage, this is backstage. I think we can do better, please. Like I said.
So I've highlighted this comment, and the comment is, if you put too much control, it'll be monotonous.
Oh, this is it.
Yes. So based on what we've said now, do you think that's too much control? All we're asking is respect one another. We're not asking anything outside of that. Don't call people SOBs. Don't call people bastards. Don't threaten people to say, I'll find you, I'll do that to you. That's what we're asking. So there's not too much control. We are saying disagree. We are saying have different opinion. We are saying, you support APC, you're welcome. You support PDP, you're welcome. But do not call people names. That is not too much control. And you've not said we are, you're just saying if. So I agree with you. You're not accusing us of doing it, but you're saying if we do, which we are not. I'm just, like electricity will say, to put it on record, for the record. We are not putting too much control. We're just telling people to be adults, respectable, respectful adults. That's all we're asking. Don't call people names. Things you wouldn't say to my face, don't say it because we're online. That's all we're saying. And we're saying come properly dressed. Don't eat while you're here. Don't, drive while you're here. That's not asking for too much. We've set the bar very low, very, very low. So if people can abide by this, I personally encourage them to go elsewhere. If anybody can look us in the face and say these laws or these rules are too much, I think they deserve to go open a YouTube channel for their sort of audience, because there are different people who want different things. I agree, but let them go and open a YouTube channel. So the minute they start, let them just start throwing insults. Today's topic is let's curse each other's mother, let's abuse each other's family. That's fine. Even I might come and watch. It's fine. But we're saying this show is have your say. The name tells you have your say. Does not mean you can start cursing people, abusing people, calling them names, making false accusations. I mean, people say forefathers work for the government. He works for Tinubu. He's sponsored. I've said it once. You're making the man a target. If you have no proof that he works for the government, stop accusing him of such. You should.
And the person who made this comment is very sad coming from that person.
Why would you keep saying that?
Very sad.
You guys want everyone to support Peter Obi? No. No, we don't want to. See, electricity has done many broadcasts calling out Peter Obi. So I don't know why people see what they want to see. We want everyone to support Peter Obi. Electricity has called out Peter Obi. Even Chim, who is a big Obi supporter. Chim is always saying he doesn't like the way Obi is handling this thing. So I don't know where people get this idea of you want everybody to support Obi. You can say most of the panelists, most of the people on this channel are pro Peter Obi. To say we want how can I want everybody? I don't want a one-party state. If Obi wins tomorrow, if Obi was the president, I want a strong opposition against him, because that's the only way Nigeria will benefit. How can I want everybody to support? What world would I be living in to say everybody should support Peter Obi? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. So the fact that we're calling out Tinubu and his people based on what they're doing does not mean we want it to be all Peter Obi or the Labour Party. No. Far from it. So my brother or my sister, please, we do not want everybody to support Peter Obi. We're just saying people should be responsible. Disagree in a way that if I meet you in town tomorrow, we can shake hands. We can go for a drink. I know you are APC, but we can sit down and have a drink. I have friends who support APC till today. They defend Tinubu every day we speak. I don't curse them. We disagree. They know where I stand. But I can't start cursing my friend. If your mother supported Peter Obi, would you be calling your mother names? If your father supported APC, would you be calling him names? We can support different parties. It's the beauty of democracy. But if your man or woman in power is messing up, we should be able to call them out. On this channel, Rudolph has said it many times, it won't stop you from calling politician names and all of that. But even with that, there has to be a limit. I don't support Tinubu, but you won't see me come here and call him all sort of names people do. I don't agree when people do that. You can disagree with, a public figure. You can call them whatever, but there has to be a limit. As an adult, you should know where to draw the line. Some of their wild accusations made here, if they come and carry you tomorrow to defend it, you'll now be saying, Rudolph, can you find me a lawyer? Rudolph can't find you a lawyer. You'll be on your own. You just call people names, you accuse people of all sorts, you do all these things in the name of politics, in the name of, I'm a bad guy, I can say my mind, and people are hailing you in the comment section. The day they carry you, you'll be on your own. Some of these people you see that do all this stuff and call people names online, they vowed never to go to Nigeria. They know what they're doing. They've made that sacrifice. They have no business going to Nigeria. You now go and do copy and paste. You now fly, you fly airpiece to Nigeria, my brother. Now for airport, they go carry you. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but if you've accused someone wrongly and they carry you, you would have to explain. You go explain, tire. So be mindful how you talk. People know I don't like Tinubu at all. I don't like him. I don't like anything he stands for. I don't like what he represents. All the people around him, I don't like any of them. But I'm mindful how I accuse them. I'm not just going to be making wild accusations. so that people can clap for me in the comment section. Who are these people clapping for me? I don't know them personally. I like them as people that we meet every weekend. But you have to be careful. You have to be responsible. That's what we're saying. And if that's too much, then maybe discussing politics is not for you. So God will help all of us, because anybody will go talk anyhow. If you see anyhow, you know the people we're dealing with. So be mindful.
Yeah, thank you, Shaw. I just put the link there if you want to come in and hear your view, or if you want to come in and go backstage. This is not our regular topical
Yeah, KJ is
broadcast.
having a show today, isn't he? I think I saw the
Yeah,
thing.
he's
He's
having a
an
show at
interview.
5:30, and I
Yeah,
will
so
come
that's
in briefly.
in 2.5
I'll
hours.
come in briefly during this thing to make this announcement briefly again. If
I'll be
there's
on
a
my
way
way
we
to
can cut this broadcast, only the part that I like the rules and whatever thing. So that is it for now. For those of you who have joined us. Yeah, it's true. You're right. It's true.
I was working somewhere. Part of the reason why I've been away for a while, I'm working outside. I'm working away from home. I work, away from home a lot. So I was somewhere the last 3 weeks, and someone said, "Oh, are you not the guy on that show?" He initially called it in JJ Media. He said, "No." He said, "It's the other one. I see you on that show." He said, "You look younger in person than you look on that show. That you look like an old man on that show." I said, so. He didn't remember my name, but he said, "I know you on that show." People, and that's the first person that's recognized me anywhere. So I'm not claiming to be a world-known celebrity or anything anywhere. But people do recognize us. People that Chim didn't know watch this show Chim sent me the screenshot that they told him that we know you, we've been seeing you, and they've been watching Chim for months without letting him know. So you don't know who's watching you. You don't know, some of your employers, some of your colleagues might see these things, and you're expressing violent views and all these crazy things. Who is a celebrity? You are joking. That to me, a celebrity. Dr. Rudolph is the most famous person I know in my life. It's my claim to fame. Anyway, welcome Tope and Chim. I would let you guys speak.
Good morning, all. We're still having a hangover from last night's backstage, so I'm still in between sleep. I agree with most of what you guys said, but the thing is, I mentioned it in the comment section. You always have cycles live with us. There's nothing you can do about it. You have cycles in Nigeria every day. And in politics, you have all these terrible people, but they're still living with us. This is a Nigerian platform. You'll always find cycles. Even if you go to an African American platform or any other platform, you always still find people. You can't sanitize the podcast and say, zero tolerance. You will always find pansats everywhere. Live with it. It's the same way I keep saying, will always be tribalistic in Nigeria. Is here to stay. There are some things you can't get rid of. Yes, mental health is a big thing. Now we never really used to concentrate on that before. It's a mental thing now. Little things trigger people verbally or just written. Yes, I get it. Poisonous and very toxic comments, verbally or written, can trigger someone, but the goes will always happen. And we just have to, management is what we should do. I think the moderators on this show are not doing enough, or maybe there are not many, and they all don't come or are not regular. Maybe that's the issue. I've been to some platforms where you won't even see the lights of the day of the comments. The moderators, it's like almost everybody's a moderator on the comment section. They just take it out. The moderators on the live show are dealing with the basbos or the verbal abuse, while whoever, not more than one person that is a moderator on the comment section is able to just delete or time out in real time, fast. I think you need to increase the moderators on the comment section.
Sorry, can I chime in quickly?
Who is this person without camera on? Who is this person? This is part of what we are dealing with. All these people that don't play by the rules. Who is him? Kick him out, moderator. Kick him out. Kick him out.
No. Guys, I know, but I'm going to apologize upfront. See, I just woke up and preparing to go to church. You know, you guys are you are on the other side of the world. You are ahead of us, so I don't want to put on my camera this early. I've not put on my makeup yet, so
don't let forefathers catch you. You're wearing makeup.
But
and
anyway,
your wig.
Exactly, my dear. My wig is not yet. I've not arranged it yet. So, but anyway, good show you guys are having. I just felt like chipping in. I think, you know, like I said yesterday, I watched when Forefather was leading. I didn't know why he removed Jagu, but to an extent, I agree with Forefather. To an extent, and that extent is to the degree that I've constantly said, don't call anybody's views idiotic. Don't come when you want to, because Show just said something and I don't like what Show said. And I'll say shows that I don't understand why people will come here to be making, you know, I'll now use one derogatory term to qualify everything that Show said. No, I can come in and say, Show, I don't agree with you. Then I explain why I don't, or I have a divergent view from what Show just said. But to come in and say somebody's views are idiotic, you know, I don't even understand how some of us are reasoning. I don't get it. So to that degree, that was why Forefathers removed Jagu, then fine. But that being said, you know that, you know, I have this philosophy that the spirit of the leader is always the prevalent spirit in any group or society. I think Rudolph likes Basbos, and he once said that's why he called this program "Have Your Say." So perhaps in that mindset that he has, you understand, it has infected all of us who you know, moderate once in a while. Everybody's trying to be a bit tolerant in terms of allowing people to say what they, you know, have their say and say their mind. But I think we should still educate people to say, listen, you can still say that your mind without necessarily putting down anybody, excuse me, or insulting someone's views. That's the one part I think we need to grow into. I watched Piers Morgan analyze the last American presidential debate. You know, it's pretty much what we do here. The same lineup approach. I loved it. I watched to the end and I shared it on a private forum. But you could see there was some basketballs too in that place. Somebody used a derogatory word for somebody there, and I laughed. I said, okay. So we're not in bad company. Let me put it that way. Even these so-called established people, they do basketballs and all that. So, but anyway, I mean, I just wanted to put it out there that maybe people should think about it. I'm also telling myself, okay, I disagree with somebody, but you're not my enemy. For Uncle Pansat, you know, I don't know who, you know, only Jesus can save us when it comes to that matter. I'm going to be honest with you. It's only, even Rudolph cannot save us because Rudolph has gone to hell and come back. So only Jesus can save us when it comes to Pansat. But for every other person, let's just be moderate in all we say. I can disagree with, you know, with Pastor here, but it doesn't mean Pastor is my enemy. I can say, Pastor, I don't agree with you. And I explain to Pastor. Pastor can say, Chim, no, I don't like what you just said. I don't agree. That's fine. That's okay. I think the moment we start learning those things, it will rub off on us as a group, as Nigerians. That's majorly where our political problem is. I'm starting to think about it. I think our failing as a group is our inability to disagree. Look at Sunak. I listened to what Sunak said about Keir Starmer, or whatever his name is. You know, he said the man, even though we have different views, he said he is still a gentleman and a decent person. How many Nigerian politicians call their opponents decent and, you know, use those kinds of terms for them? We don't use that term.
My senior brother, uncle, is my senior brother.
Forget my senior brother, Joel. Forget my senior brother. My senior brother's own is bordering on another extreme. It's bordering on another extreme. But it's not what I might analyze. But let me because I want to go and shower and head to church now. But I think good show you guys are having good conversation you brought up. I really, that's what with me. And as soon as I heard it, I said, no, let me chime in a little bit and before I allow you guys. So hopefully when KJ takes over, I'll be back from church by then, and then we can talk. And then congratulations to the people of King Charles. Is it coming home? We don't know whether it's coming home, but let's watch and see.
Of course, it's coming home. It's been coming since '66.
Coming home for eternity. See you guys, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, Tim. So you highlighted a comment earlier. You took it off again. Yeah. No. Let me say. Yeah, this is no problem with gas boost. I only don't agree. You see, we have your say. It's not insulting sound. Okay, and like to be honest, we can't eradicate people, crazy people or whatever it is. But let's be honest with ourselves. We can minimize it. We are waiting for Adama to join. She said she's going to join, so I don't know why she hasn't joined. Not that rude. This is not a date. Who are the people? Our people you're
They want to be doing wook up on our platform. Wook up.
It's allowed. Let them do whatever wook up they want to do. I mean, you can't listen. Sure. Let's be honest. I said this in the backstage yesterday. People are here for different reasons. Some are here to look for men. Some are here to find women. I'm just being honest with you. It's like when you go to church or mosque. Excuse me. There are different reasons people go to church. And there are different reasons people go to mosques, even parties. So people are here to find, if they find their soulmate here, all well and good. It's a credit to the platform. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's a credit to the platform that somebody said, oh, we met on this platform and we hit it off. We met personally. And today we are married. We have 5 kids. It will go down memory lane to Rudolph's this platform and all those things. So, but you see, we can have our say without insulting anybody. It's have your say. And like I tell people, free speech. Hello, kid. How are you?
Fine.
I hope mommy is taking good care of you.
You can see now. Since she fresh like today bread.
Well, let's see. What did mommy give you this morning? Eba or cookout or conflicts?
Have you eaten?
Eba. She gave you eba. Ah, goodness me. Oh, shit that down.
As a Remo baby, she must eat kokore, she must eat a biripo.
Tutu,
eba tutu and a kokore.
We can have your say. Free speech. When you come to my house, your free speech ends. I keep telling people this.
That's why
the moment you step your foot into my house, your free speech ends. Your free speech is on the road, not inside my house. So also my free speech ends on the road, not inside your house. So this is the thing we get confused about it. This is a platform. Free speech is upheld. However, there is a limit to your free speech. If you make an accusatory comment or whatever, and the person says, listen, this is damaging to my person or to my company, the person is going to sue you. It's already out there. Do you have evidence to it? And if you say no, what will happen next? Lawsuits at the end of the day. That means free speech has a limit. It's not free speech all the way. If I say, I will come and kill you, for example, sure, you can go to the police and say, this person made this threat. I fear for my life right now. And the authority will look at it and say, oh, this is a direct threat. And they will call you, they'll look at the video. If you think YouTube will not produce your emails or your name, or they don't have all this, they have all this information. They will, once it comes to the matter of law, every organization are bound by it to provide whatever information they need to assist the police or the authority to carry out their duty. Withholding of information is a crime on its own. So free speech has a limit. That goes will continue. But since you're a son of a bitch. You're not insulting the person, you're insulting the person's mother. It's the person's mother you are insulting, not the person. Does the mother have a business with you? No. So, Adama, are you still coming in? And you say you're coming. Ask
I
people in
think
the stage.
Adama said she's going to be backstage.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
backstage.
think, I
Okay.
think most people are in agreement with us. We would always have the few people that would think we shouldn't put any rules. We should just let things, flow. Most people agree with us. Gbasgbos we want. All of us
Okay.
in unison, we want Gbasgbos. What we're just saying is personal insult, name calling, and I think
No problem.
maybe one of the problems might be people's limited vocabulary. Because it's easy to call somebody SOB, you're a bastard, you're this. Maybe, if we spoke in our native language, maybe it's part of the problem of one Nigeria. If we spoke in our native language, there is a way I can disagree with you in Yoruba without calling you names because my vocabulary in Yoruba is limitless. If I'm but if it's English now, I just have to insult you both because I don't know how else to say it. That could be one of the issues. I'm not making excuses, but it's possible that people just have limited vocabulary and they just think the best way to do it is to just abuse someone and cut. Aside people like Pansat who speaks well, Pansat speaks very well, so he can actually disagree with people without calling names or being, insulting. But some people might just not know how else to disagree without calling people names. It's not an excuse. I'm just saying it's a possibility that the next thing they just think I'll just say this. At least I know how to say this one. But maybe we should read more. We can disagree. Like Chim said, guy, that thing when you talk, and even we should encourage pidgin. Guy, that thing when you
Look at
talk, I don't agree or I don't agree.
look at what somebody said. All right. I'm going to post the link now again. We are going backstage for those who wants to come backstage. Like I said, this is not a topical broadcast. I have to sleep over it and I have to make this. So we're going backstage now. Thank you for those of you that joined us in the comment section. We practice fairness and everything here. We'll see you this evening, God willing. So see you again. Thank
All
you.
right, bye guys. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.